So we've got maybe, I would say, three major issues in the world that human beings have reached cognitive gridlock on. Cognitive gridlock meaning that we've dug ourselves a hole that we actually can't get out of, painted ourselves into a corner, metaphorically speaking. The first one is a warming climate. We don't understand what a reduction in thousands of square miles of Arctic ice does to the surface temperature of the planet as air moves across it, and how it affects ocean currents, and how those ocean currents affect future temperature increases or fluctuations, and how that would affect agriculture, which will affect social unrest, etc. It's a problem that most people don't understand it. We don't understand our relationship to the Earth, and we don't understand our relationship to the solar system. We've invented a invisible man who created all the galaxies, and for some reason he's interested in you, and he's particularly interested in what you do naked, and thinks homosexuality is evil. But this person, this masculine individual, created all the universes and all the planets, but somehow he's listening to you occasionally when you talk to him through prayer. The second problem we have is population. This planet, as it is, in respect to arable land that can be fed by freshwater tributaries, we're probably double the population of what the Earth can sustain based on social memes in terms of billionaire mindsets. Is there enough for everyone? Yes. Do we feel we've ever got enough? No, we don't, and we can see that by example of companies like Dow and big pharma companies. And the third problem that we have is that we can't solve is the problem of ego, whereby my opinions represent my truth, and my truth is the truth that needs to be shared by everybody that I meet. And if you don't share my version of the truth, then conflict ensues on various levels, from simple arguments, removing one another off social media, to dropping large bombs from drones in other countries that you've actually never seen, on people that you've never spoken to. So those are the three main issues that humanity has passed by. And so what we've done is we focus on the things that we can argue about. We can argue about race, we can argue about gender, we can argue about the Republican Party, we can argue about the Democratic Party, we can argue as to whether or not America's foreign policy is correct, we can argue as to whether or not the way we live and who we live with and the manner we live is correct. And so what the human race has done is it's solidified itself into this set of cliches of meaningless arguments that can't be solved, but they keep us busy trying to be right, while the three large issues, 99%, more than 99% of the population are unable to come to terms with the big issues, because frankly they're just not intelligent enough, they're just not smart enough, they're just not curious enough, and just not morally competent enough to actually sit down and actually take them on. And we vote for people that we like, so those 99.9% of the human population society vote for politicians that we like, who say what we want to hear, and they get a power base for 4, 8 or 12 years, depending on the country, or forever, and they follow a popular policy in order for them to stay in power, and while they're in power they sell their country to China bit by bit in return for crumbling infrastructure development. So it's a good chance that of 100 people that will see this video, that 99 out of the 100 you just fucking dicks, and I want you to take that literally, because you have no right to life. I'm not saying Stalin or Adolf Hitler were right, but the idea of breeding people so you continue to breed a better, clearer thinking, highly empathetic, intelligent and emotionally stable individual makes a lot of sense. And how do you do that? Well, you get rid of the fucking dropouts. How do you do that? You breed them out. It takes 2 or 3 generations. So we start with the left liberals who are offended by everything. So fuck you. Get offended by that. If you were weak, if you were bullied in school, you didn't fight back, but you fight back now on Facebook or Twitter or WhatsApp, you're just a cunt. You're weak. You can't stand up for yourself, and you're the biggest part of the problem, because you start chirping because your parents didn't give you a smack, and you start chirping in university before you even start paying taxes or contributing to the economy that you thrive in. So fuck you, let's start with you.